Bantz ready on Skype, who's going to come on and have a nice in-depth chat with us about the demolition of AFTV's football team yesterday. Javern's going to put him on and put him through in a moment, so hopefully you guys can hear. Any questions you have, let us know. Put the comments up on the YouTube channel and we will ask them of Rants.
Man like Rants, though.
Yo.
What's happening, brother?
What's good?
All good, man.
How's the legs after yesterday's game?
It's all right, bro. I got a sore knee because I got clattered, man, but they lost their heads in it, so it got a bit rough, but it's all good.
Yeah, so take us through. So in terms of the game, how was it all arranged and all organised? How did this come about?
I want details, brother.
Bro, they challenged us, innit? They're doing a documentary called Blood Brothers. They've got a football team that train once a week, and basically, I think DT and Mark were having it out on Twitter. So DT challenged us, knowing that we didn't have a team, so we just threw a team together. And that was it. Yesterday was the first time we played together, and we smashed them.
How much do you know about the AFTV team? Because the word on the streets is that there's loads of semi-pro players, they got the ringers in. So
yeah, that's what DT was saying as well before. But also they promised us that they were going to play at least 3 regulars from Arsenal Fan TV, and DT was the only regular that turned up, and he didn't even start.
Really?
Oh yeah. Nah.
Me, Fleck, Sophie, and Mark all started.
Oh my days! So they literally played with 10 ringers.
Yeah.
I want to touch on Sophie playing for a minute, and I mean it's utmost respect. Like, obviously, do you think maybe AFTV underestimated her because she's a woman?
AFTV.
Nah, but the thing is, Sophie can play, mate. And the thing is, I'm going to put out some of the footage as well, brother. And she spun about 3 of their players, and she put the ball over DT's head. Before DT,
oh, my God.
Like,
hey, turn down your phone.
All over his head, mate. Like, she can play, bruv. Like, no 2 ways about it.
Can you turn your phone landscape for us, mate? Yes, that's it, brother. Now we've got you in big on the screen. Yeah, so
she can play. She can play, mate. You know what I mean?
No doubt she can play.
I can play a little bit, but she can play, bro.
Yeah, I think that's got. Do you know what? Like, I know Sophie. I've watched footage of her play. She is an absolute. I know she's better than I am. She's a baller, and that might just for them it might add a bit more salt into the wound. So, before we jump into the incident between DT and Mark Goldbridge,
yeah,
I've seen the footage. You sent it through to me earlier, mate, on WhatsApp. Tell us about your goal. You scored an absolute
left foot, yeah?
bro.
Left foot. Is that you, fam? Left foot.
You know what happened, yeah? It was a mad one because I had a few sighters, and I said to my guy on the side, I said, I'm going to score today, bro. I can feel it. You know, sometimes when you have a few sighters and you're just like, you know what? Like, next one's going in. It was kind of like that. And basically, the balls come out. I'm on the outside of the box. I'm about 20 yards out, but the balls come down from a height, man. Like, the ball literally cleared, like, twice the crossbar. Like, it was a good height coming down. So I was just like, in them situations, if you go for too much power, you end up shanking it.
Of course.
So I was like, you know what? I'm just going to just concentrate and just watch this all the way onto my foot. And I took half the power out of it. And I just said, you know what? I'm just going aiming for that corner. And as soon as I caught it, I knew I scored, bruv. Like, if you watch the replay, I'm running away celebrating before the ball's gone in.
You know when you connect and it's just sweet.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't feel it. You know when you hit the ball so well that you don't feel the connection? As soon as I connected with that, I knew it was in, bruv. Like, and I was wheeling away to celebrate even before the ball hit the net. I knew it. The keeper was getting nowhere near it.
I'm still spun that they played 10 ringers.
Yeah, it was. Joe, it's funny. When I used to fight, I know you've fought as well. It's the same thing.
Yeah.
Like, if you land a really good punch on someone when you fight,
you don't feel it.
You don't feel. It's like you hit a pillow. There's
That's
no
it.
feeling. It's the same thing when you catch a shot like that.
Do you know what's mad? Sorry, I'm going back to the ringers. Hey, hold on. Do you know after you see you know when you hear certain man talk here, when you hear guys talk about football a lot, whether they're talking about them as footballers, professional teams, in my head I'm always like, how much football do you play?
Yeah.
Like, really and truly, because that always, we were saying it before, that plays a part, right?
Yeah.
So the fact that you have all of these men that talk enough, and they don't even turn up. Sorry, Terry, I'm still stuck on that. I can't even lie to you.
Mate,
I'm still stuck on that, bro.
I think it's. I don't. So the guys that were playing yesterday, are they actually part of AFTV's Blood Brothers documentary? Their actual team?
Yeah, they're part of the team, but what killed it was before the game, I said to them, how often do you guys train? He said, once a week, but some of us play semi-pros. So I was like, cool. I'm expecting these men to be decent because I played at pro level, yeah. So I thought, you know what, semi-pro, they're relatively young as well. I'd say early 20s, most of them. So I'm thinking these lot are going to be decent. And to be fair, they were all right, but we just didn't let them play football. And then they started resorting to just trying to hit it long over the top. And we had a decent goalkeeper, so he just kept sweeping up. And it was easy work for us, to be honest. The only reason why they scored is because we got complacent, because they got a couple guys sent off because we were battering them, and then 2 of their players started fighting and they both got sent off.
Fighting each other?
Yeah, fighting each other. And they both
Wait,
got
what?
What?
Oh, yo.
Who did that did that? Was it Kieran Dyer and Lee Bowyer?
I'm
That
sticking
time?
on
It was that. It was a Dyer Lee Bowyer. One guy, they're arguing. Then one of them slapped him, and then he ran over, and it was a big punch up. They both get sent off. We start knocking it around, got a bit complacent, then they equalised, and then it was 1-1. And then after that, we were like, all right, no more of this. And then we just slapped 2 more past them.
Oh my God, this is nuts, bro.
So
there's so many points I can hit right now.
I know. It's a hard one. I want to talk about the incident because obviously I haven't seen Mark Goldbridge's side of it. By the way, I did hear Mark Goldbridge baller, right? I heard he's a good footballer.
Yeah, he was playing DM, and to be fair, bruv, he was just cleaning up, man. He won loads of tackles, and they just passed it simple, bruv, like 2-yard pass, man. Won the ball and just knocked it off.
Michael Carrick, that's what you need sometimes, bruv. You just need that flow. So what, for you were there, like a lot of people talking on social media what happened.
Yeah.
Sometimes when you're involved, when you're DT or Mark, the situation, you can be angry or you're involved, you don't see it all. This incident, like, I've heard lots of things. I've heard that, like, DT dragged him down. I've heard Mark Goldbridge kicked DT. I've heard loads of stuff. What actually happened in their fight, in their argument? What happened?
Well, them two went in for a 50-50, yeah. Mark's absolutely crunched him, like gone through. Like, it's a 50-50 challenge. DT's tried to kind of nutmeg Mark. Mark's closed his legs and blocked it. And then DT's kind of tried to go round him. Mark's gone in, slide tackle, boom. And the momentum's carried DT on top of Mark. And then DT said that Mark kicked out at him, but nobody saw anything. Like, I was right in front of it. I couldn't have seen anyway because DT was in front of me. So DT's jumped up, like, to run over to hit Mark. And then I've stepped in and grabbed him. And then I've grabbed him now. So I've got DT, and then like, loads of people just ran round like it was mad because I kind of had him in like a headlock thing, yeah, because he charged forward. So I've just grabbed him now, and I've got him, and then I just hear him screaming like, "Oh, my neck, my neck, my neck!" Like, and I was just thinking, what the hell? Because he just went straight for Mark, and then loads of his players come over, so I've just grabbed him, like, and then it's just kicked off, bruv. Like, there's a big group of people, probably about 7-8 people, just went a bit mad.
So I have an idea now, right? I think we've seen KSI and these guys do this with boxing. I'm thinking between AFTV and United Stand, there has to be a rematch.
I can't lie to you.
And this is pay-per-view now.
Listen, Rants, this ain't even against Rants and United Stand. It's not even against you, man, yeah. But low-key, I might have to step in. I might have to talk to the guys and be like, yo, because not only are you supposed to be a team full of semi-pro players, or full of but a few semi-pro players, apparently you train once a week together. You have your own show. You can't, like, that's all mad. Two teammates fighting, and it was DT captain.
Yeah.
Oh.
But this is the thing. My thing is, yeah, we went there not expecting to win, bro, because the way they talked it up with the semi-pro and we train, and they were doing all the cones and the little drills before training, bro. We turned up 20 minutes before the game, bro. You know what I mean? So
that's
when
a lack
we
of
got
professionalism
there,
on your side, though. Come on, bro.
When we got there, them man were already on the pitch doing cone drills and all that.
That's what they should be doing.
So
it's funny. It's like, funny that you turned up and did their thing, but bruv, that rematch used to happen soon.
But this happens every now and then. Honestly, I'm no disrespect to yourselves. I know you as a good player. I know Sophie went out and did. I know everyone did their bits. I think the AFTV guys, although they were warming up properly in that, I think there's some complacency from them as well, thinking this is going to be a walk in the park where they were talking.
I think so.
And they got caught they've been caught on the chin.
I think they thought they were going to turn us over, honestly, and that is why, like, it's beautiful, bruv, to be honest, because they honestly thought they were going to turn us over. Like, you could see it from the beginning. They were knocking the ball around. Then when we scored, it kind of stunned them, and then they were just like, right, what's going on? And that's why they started fighting each other, because their heads went, like, they couldn't believe what was going on, because they're at
I was
home.
vexed because them man are associated with Arsenal, fam. So even as an Arsenal fan, I look washed, bruv. Like,
for me, like, as a Man United, no love lost between me and Mark Goldbridge, everyone knows that, but they're the United stand, they're Man United. So for me, I was buzzing. It's just another time, men versus boys, Arsenal getting spanked. I was happy with that. Like, the fallout and all the nonsense on social media afterwards, I'm not overly bothered about, but for me, and the fact that United stand also played with a female in midfield, and I mean that with respect. It just makes it an even sweeter victory, because there's always a lot of talk about female footballers.
DT.
She's turned up and smashed a semi-pro AFTV team, obviously with the help of yourselves, mate.
I just need DT
quality.
because do you know what? I read about. I read about it on Twitter earlier on this morning, I think, and they said, the new age Keenan Vieira, Mark Goldbridge, and DT, and I'm like, yo, I definitely see a Keenan there. I don't see a Vieira in it.
No, this is more like Roy Keane versus Lee Catamol. That's honestly the standard. That's what I heard. There's no point at the moment.
Hey, DT, call me up, bro. Call me up. I'm ready. DT, call me up.
Chris Kane wants to be part of AFC.
Hey, bring me up. Bring me.
But listen, Rants, mate, I appreciate you coming on, bruv. Just a quick word from you. United play Juve tomorrow night. How you feeling before that game?
I don't know, man. I'm going to be at the game anyway. I'm going up to Manchester early tomorrow, so I don't know what's going to go on, bruv. Like, I really don't know. It depends on what Juve turns up, because I don't know, man. Even if we're at our best, we've never been at our best for 90 minutes, and I think we have to play well for 90 minutes to get something from these lot, man. So,
true.
I don't know. I don't think we can get away with just having a 20-minute spell and it being enough for us to beat Juventus, man. So,
no, I'm really looking forward to. I'm sure he's going to start, because he was taken off a little bit early against Chelsea. But if Martial can keep this form up, if he keeps playing with that smile on his face and that determination we've seen from him, whatever's gone on in the past, at the moment he looks happy, he looks content, he's playing hard, and if he can turn up tomorrow, it's just a shame Sanchez is injured, because I was hoping he could play up front instead of Lukaku, because Lukaku looks...
He looks shot, mate.
Right now he does. He looks finished right now.
He looks shot, man. David Luiz was just knocking him all over the gaff, man. When I was watching the game, he was getting bullied. Yeah, I really don't know.
It's going to be an interesting one, but you know, it's nice. It's going to be nice to see Ronaldo back home, but I just hope he has a stinker.
Absolutely, same here, mate.
But listen, safe travels up to Manchester tomorrow. Thanks for coming on, and we'll speak to you again soon, brother.
In a bit more.
Nice one.
Later on, mate.